Hey, happy Tuesday, December 3rd. Hope you're well. Hope you had an awesome Thanksgiving. I'm going to do some sketching tonight. Not for too long. It's been a while since I've been on live, and yeah, I thought it'd be just a great way to shift gears from today and start winding down for the night. So I'm going to put on some music and we'll do some sketching. Let me know if any of your questions, comments, where you're watching from. That would be amazing. All right, so I'm going to do a New York City inspired sketch. Let's put on some we'll put on some holiday music here. And let me just check one thing here. So holidays are approaching very quickly here. The year's going to wind up very fast. Sketching is a cool way for me to kind of just slow down time and just be kind of in the moment. I can get lost sketching for sure. All right, let's see. And just click on that. Awesome. I think we're good to go. All right, cool. So I have my Lockbee Field Journal here. I love this thing. I've talked about it many, many times. I'm going to be doing a best of 2024, best of tools and materials and other things that I just enjoyed using this past year, and you'll definitely be seeing a visit from Lockbee. All right, so you can see I've used this for some of my New York City sketches when I was out on location. So it's a great kind of urban sketching journal for me. Tonight we're going to do a little in-studio sketch, so I don't just bring it out in the field, I do sketch on it at home as well. All right, I have a clip here. Pro tip, I like to keep a binder clip on my journal, and that can help just to weigh the pages down so it lays flattish. And there you go. All right, let's do this. I feel I'm like in a colorful mood. I'm gonna just break out some Sharpies. These are Sharpie creative markers. I've been using them a lot lately. And we're just gonna throw down some random color and then we'll sketch on top of that. Sure, red, why not? I'm just grabbing and going here. No particular reason I chose these colors, just I call it grab and go creating. And I'm literally just gonna throw down, maybe scribble some lines on here. I like the creative markers, they dry pretty fast. And just remember to put the cap back on when you're done. So I just find it interesting to throw down some random colors in the background. I don't know, it just adds a sense of interest, whimsy, movement to sketches. And you can overlap colors, it doesn't matter. Again, this is just random. And we'll throw down some red for now. All right, cool. So I have some random colors down, random pattern. And I'm touching this and you can see it's already dry, which is awesome. Let's zoom in on the page a little bit. Let's see, I don't want to cut too much out. I'm gonna have to move this up. Ta-da. Alright, so I have my Sharpie. Let's just throw down some sketching. This is going to be kind of quick, loose, fun. Maybe not as loose as usual. I'm going for more. I have a picture I took put on screen later or I'll post it later. It's really a close-up of some buildings, so it's more just geometry or geometric patterns here. And it helps to have a Sharpie that works. Let's see. There we go. I see Cameron's in the house. Cameron, great to see you. Hope all's well. We're gonna grab another Sharpie. That one's kind of dried up. Cameron, great to see you. Hope everything's well. I will definitely get back to you. Thank you for reaching out to me with your email. I appreciate it so much. And I'm sure we'll find a time where you can come in and do some show and tell. I would appreciate that. So this building actually I'm sketching is a part of the One World Trade building right here, this kind of triangular shape you're seeing. One World Trade is a beautiful building. I think over winter break I'm gonna try to go to the top, and they have an observation deck on top. So I think I'm gonna plan on going to the observation deck here and checking it out. I've not been up there. Hey, Chip's in the house. Chip, great to see you. Hope all's well. Great to see you, buddy. So again, we're just going kind of abstract. Let me show you the picture. I'm going to put it on screen. This is what I'm using for my inspo. I'm going to drag it out here. So this is a close-up down near the 9/11 memorial area. The triangular kind of building you see, that's One World Trade. The one in front that has this interesting kind of, it's a stone, I'm sorry, I believe it's a, oh, I forget the material. Some kind of stone facade on it. It's beautiful. It has this intricate pattern happening. That is a performing arts center building. So I thought it'd be fun just to do a kind of a close-up photo and a close-up sketch. Sometimes we think when we're sketching architecture and buildings that we need to show the entire building. You can zoom in on details and things that just interest you. And for me, it's just kind of the culmination of these patterns coming together here. And the random color and the colors in the background are just to add some visual interest. You can even use them to your advantage sometimes. Work them into the sketch. We kind of have these coming down at an angle because this building is in perspective. Architecture is, is shapes. So pro tip is just break down buildings into shapes that you see. And then maybe sometimes you'll see patterns like here, just kind of repetitive pattern with these lines coming down like this. And then we'll also go horizontal. So you kind of have a horizontal pattern. I'm not measuring this out. This isn't a technical drawing. It's just kind of expressing what I saw in person. I'll be pulling some of these shapes out with darker lines. Actually, let's do that now. I'm just going to do that with, I'm going to use this Tombow marker. And we're just going to pull out, kind of this shape is in the foreground. I just wanted to pop it out a little bit by darkening the lines. Cool, and then let's just add some lines in here as well. These are window areas on the Trade Center. I'm sorry, One World Trade. I don't think they call it the Trade Center. I think it's just One World Trade, aka the Freedom Tower, but the official name is One World Trade. when I visited this area, maybe about 3 or 4 weeks ago, it was. It's a fascinating area by the 9/11 memorial. I can't really describe it in words. You do feel there is a different feeling here. Um, Obviously, it has to do with the memorial and the events of 9/11. And I felt it. And you talk to a lot of people, and they all say they kind of feel it, maybe like a weight over the area, or it kind of weighs you down. It is a beautiful area, though. Yeah. Just trying to create the idea of perspective with the lines. This is the grid work, the stonework that's on the Performing Arts Center, kind of there. Any questions or comments, feel free to put them in the chat. Let me checking it out. It is great to be sketching live. I have been so tired at night. I shouldn't say at night. As soon as I get home from school, I've been so tired. I fell asleep for 2 hours yesterday after school. It's just wearing me out. And it's not a complaint, it's just, I guess I'm putting so much into my days at school, the energy, it's I'm feeling it. Maybe I'm getting old. There we go. Just want to kind of bring the scale of that down, so you may have noticed I added some more lines in that grid. Cool. I like the way this is looking. There's another building way back in here. And this one I'm just gonna do, this is how I typically just like to show windows on these buildings. I'm not counting the windows, the proportions are a little off on my sketch here. They're more squarish. But it's just to give the idea that there is something happening back in here. You know what, I'm gonna pull these out a little bit, clean these up a little bit. Cool. You zoom out so you can kind of see the full page. So that's kind of what it's looking like. So this will be just kind of a marker and Sharpie sketch. I'm not going to add any watercolor to it. I may come back and add some colored pencil. So this paper in the Lockby journal I like it because you can see the color is not bleeding through. It is fairly thin, but it can hold some color. It can hold a little bit of watercolor as well. So it's really nice paper. And we got this beautiful pattern on this building. I'm not going to do it justice. Meaning I'm not going to be able to sketch this in detail, but I'm just going to show these kind of diamond patterns on here. Just to create a little bit of a different pattern on this building so it reads a little different than what's in the background. I'll zoom in again, sorry. Here we go. I believe the Performing Arts Center has a lobby level that is open to the public. Next time I go back, I'll see if I can check it out. You know what I want to add? I want to add some blue on here. I feel like I need a little bit of kind of coolness, some cool colors. I'm gonna throw down some blue. And again, I'm gonna use a Sharpie marker, creative marker. You're like, oh my god, yikes, he just covered up what he sketched. I know, I'm covering it up, and it's okay. I can come back and just re-add back on top of it. I just feel like putting this blue back here is gonna push the One World Trade Center building forward a little bit. So that's the reason I wanted to throw this color on. Yeah, I kind of like it actually. I think that blue kind of anchors it down a little bit as well. I'm feeling gray. I'm gonna bring some gray out. Just grabbing and going, grab and go. I'm not trying to replicate the colors that are here in reality. This is more like a silver. I'm going to stick with the markers, and I'm going to just grab some black here and just kind of maybe come back over the blue and pop out some windows. Just going to throw it down like that. A sketch like this is kind of about layers. I love doing mixed media sketches. Right, so I'm kind of just adding some layers on top of layers. So you can see, I think the camera's picking it up, but I don't know if you can see the windows popping out there. Alright, so let me visit the chat, see if there's any questions, comments. Chip says, hello all. Linda says, good evening all. Hey, thank you, Linda. It's great to see you. It's great to see you. I appreciate you guys tuning in, watching. You guys are all awesome. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try to be popping on more often again, because I do love this so much. I have some elderberry. Is this elderberry tea? I forget. Some kind of tea. Green tea with elderberry. And I put a splash of honey in there. Oh yeah. Just gotta keep that immune system built up. So again, this is just really kind of focusing on just some shapes on here. It's more of an abstract kind of sketch I wanted to do tonight. I do want to pull out some shapes more. I definitely want to pull this building out more in the foreground. So I'm just gonna go for it and use this Sharpie creative marker. I'm really gonna pull this out. So you can see, but just by throwing that bold line on there, it did really pull that shape out more. So my brain is starting to think too much about what I want to do on here, and when I start thinking too much, I lose my momentum, and I start planning, and I don't want to plan. These are about just kind of off-the-cuff creation. So I'm going to leave this the way it is. I may come back to it at some point. Definitely know it's not finished. Actually, I can do a couple things here. Yeah, but once I start thinking and then planning, for me, it kind of takes the fun out of these kinds of sketches. That Sharpie is no longer with us. Rest in peace, Sharpie. And that might sound kind of strange, that I don't like to plan these out. I think the real thrill for me and the real joy it's just creating. It's just being hands-on. Just grab, go, throw colors down, throw lines down. And here's something I want to work on. Doing it. I usually do it really rapid, but I want to try doing it a little bit slower. And I know there's going to be a conflict with my creative brain, because if I slow down, I am definitely going to be thinking about every single line and color I'm throwing down on here. So it's going to be an interesting experiment just to change up my thinking and see what happens. Don't be afraid to change up your ways a little bit. If you're someone that's always doing precise, technical, amazing paintings, drawings, mix it up. Try something really quick, fast, fun, and loose. It's always great to work your brain and your creative muscles in different ways. I'll zoom in so you guys can see better what I'm creating there. I'm just adding some more texture on here. And I am not even looking at the photograph anymore. The photograph was just to pull out some of these main shapes I wanted to capture. That's another thing. If I stand there and I keep staring at a photograph, I'm gonna want to go back and recreate what's on the photograph, and that's not my purpose. Photograph's a starting point, just a starting point. You know what I want? I want to bold these lines up. I want to pull out this kind of triangular shape. It might compete with that, but that's okay. Just going with my gut. This is about going with your gut. And Lord knows I ate so much at Thanksgiving that my gut is bigger than it should be. Yeah, I kind of like that. I like that V pulling off of this here. Yeah. You know what? We're going to throw this on this edge of the One World Trade Center. We're going to throw it down here also. So we're just looking at a small piece. The building really obviously continues up and it continues down. So it's a small section of it. All right, there you go. I think that's all we're going to do for tonight. So thank you guys for watching live. If you're watching the replay too, I really appreciate it. Feel free to share this, like it on YouTube, Facebook, spread the word, spread the positivity. And yeah, it was just a really quick kind of go at a fun, kind of a more abstract type of sketch happening here. You guys are amazing. Have an amazing rest of your Tuesday, December 3rd. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll try to pop on again at one night. And yeah, keep using your creativity for positivity. Peace and live creatively. Appreciate you all so much. Thank you. And we'll talk soon, or sketch soon. You know what I'm saying. See you guys. Take care.